Oh, yeah.
On that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority.
Every once in a while, a player comes into the league without a lot of generational players. And what's crazy to even think that a year ago, he almost decided to skip the NBA draft to becoming not one of the best players on his team, but one of the greatest players in the league itself. And then other rookies, these rookies when they come into the league, that's John Stockton and Karl Malone. That says something.
Steps out and hits.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Oladipo to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Here comes the screen. Down to Gobert. Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 5. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. Short jumper won't fall. It's Jazz ball. To Gobert. Ah, the monster stuff. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Gets to the basket and scores.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Joseph with it. They find themselves down 10 to Davis. Victor Oladipo. And it's Ulis with the rebound. Baseline drive. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Substitution being made in this one. Oladipo. Just off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oladipo into the front court. 14-point deficit. Ed Davis. Beyond the arc for 3. Those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
It's Indiana basketball. Livingston to Davis. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys leading by 14. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities. Screen coming. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Utah ball. Dante Exum, guarded by Livingston. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Mitchell with the basketball. They lead it by 14. And counted at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered. When you play with unselfish players, when you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Livingston. No good. Jazz have the ball. On the pass, stolen by Indiana. Livingston, guarded by Kelly Oubre. Go out launch, beyond the arc. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. Mitchell with it up top. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play. Now whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Evans to Shaun Livingston. From long range, those shots today have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Indiana with the basketball. Fires the three. He was all over him. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Jazz in command of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Joseph with it. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. He drills the three.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, Tom.
Subbing in for the Indiana Pacers, number 4, Victor Oladipo.
Gordon with it. Up a dozen.
Entering the game for Utah, number 42.
Nothing going here on that drive. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, Miles Turner. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Big finish at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oladipo takes on Eric Gordon. To Evans. Fires the three. Off the mark. Here's a chance from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
To Oladipo. Goes to the right side. Evans with a shot. That's no good. Slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
4-3. Buries it.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Pacers control.
I got ball.
To Turner. Mitchell with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. And the slam.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep it.
And it's turned away by Gobert.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Miles Turner slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Man, that was a tough shot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Oladipo.
I got him.
Deep right corner. Oladipo. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Pick it up. Got him. Double.
For three. Tough shot. He hits.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Beyond the arc for three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Utah's got it.
Defense, let's go. Watch that cutter.
Mitchell. Cleared by the Pacers. To Turner. Knocked loose. Jazz have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. To Oladipo.
I got you. Don't let it split. Don't let it split.
And that's rejected by Gobert, the stifle tower.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Finish that. They get it down to Mitchell. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good, a three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Oladipo into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot.
Come here.
Screen coming. That misses with 2 seconds to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jay.